The only person who can see your vision in the beginning is you. So don't wait for anybody to give you a pat on the back or give you the sign of approval for you to go ahead and live out your dreams and do what you want and live in your purpose. And don't do that. Hell no. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And however it turns out, that's how it turns out. But at least I know that I enjoyed myself while I did it. At least I know that in me doing that, I felt super fulfilled. Live out your dreams. Do what you have to do to be able to live your dream. Do what you have to do to be able to live a life where you can take care of yourself freely and easily. You know, traveling is so eye-opening and it broadens your mindset so much. Experiencing new things and seeing new things give you so many new ideas. And it causes your mind to just expand in ways that it never could have had you not traveled. It forced me to have a bigger mindset. It forced me to think bigger. It's one thing when you see $100,000. It's one thing when you see $100,000 on Instagram or, on Instagram or Facebook or in a picture. It's a completely different thing, guys, when you see $100,000 in real life. And I'm not saying that I traveled and saw $100,000 in real life, because I didn't. If I did, that would be great. But it's one thing when you see how other people are living on social media or how it looks like they're living. And then when you see somebody living really good in real life. I had the opportunity to hang around some people, or not even hang around, meet people who were living the way how I always dream to live, which is good. And to see them talk about these exotic cars like Mercedes and Bugattis and these, these expensive cars, like a middle class, lower class person talking about a Honda. It's something about going around people who talk about the things that you want and desire in life like it's nothing. I don't know what it is. It just gives you that kind of mindset where it's like, wait a minute. These people are talking about this thing that I dreamed of having like it's nothing. It just kind of makes how you see that thing that you want so bad just that much more obtainable. It's like somebody who scrambles for coins to make ends meet, and then they end up around millionaires who, you know, who are making like $1,000 in a week, $10,000 in a week. You as that like less fortunate person will go back home and just be like, wait a minute, there's people out here doing this. There's people out here making $1,000 a week. There's people out here making $10,000 a week. Oh no. I gotta do something so that I could be making $1,000 a week too. I gotta do something so I could be making $10,000 a week too, because this is not a fairy tale thing. There are actually people in this world who are actually doing these things. And while I traveled, I was hanging around some people like that. And me seeing the things that I saw, not just on social media, but in real life, gave me a drive to work even harder towards my goals and my dreams like never before. Gave me a drive to be like, what I want for my life is not a joke. It's not fairy tale. It's not a dream. What I want for my life is reality to some people already. And because some people have what I want already, my goals and my dreams are just that much obtainable. You want to be a thousandaire, you want to be a millionaire, and then you're around people who are already living your dream. It just gives you that drive to just shoot for the stars, and like, instead of strolling towards your dreams, now you're running for it. You guys ever watch Polar Express? I know every time Christmas time comes around, that is like my go-to movie to watch. I love Polar Express. And you remember in the movie with the boy, I forget his name though. He got on top of the train and he met this guy that was on the train, on top of the train, that was just sipping hot cocoa, and he asked him if he wanted something. He was like, oh no, I'm good. And the guy asked him, he was like, do you believe in ghosts? And the little boy was like, no, I don't believe in ghosts. And the guy said, well, seeing is believing. Because he actually happens to be a ghost himself. Seeing really is believing. Seeing really is believing. I believe I can do it because I've seen it happen. There's this one lady that I follow on social media. She's in the transportation industry. And she maxed out in the transportation industry. Ended up like a wizard, you know, like more like a wizard, like a guru in the transportation industry. And she said something in one of her interviews that really struck me. She said, I never wanted to be that kind of parent that would just tell their kids, oh yeah, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whoever you want to be. You can reach any goal and accomplish anything you want to accomplish in life. And then I don't have anything to show for what I'm telling them. So I worked hard every single day for 20 plus years to make sure that I was accomplished and to make sure that I maxed out in the transportation industry so that my kids could look at their mom and say, it really is true. Mom is saying I can do whatever I want to do because I saw mom do it. And it made so much sense to me, and it was so inspirational to me because that is true. It's hard for a child who has a parent who is super successful and like, you know, just super driven or whatever the case is, to sit down and be like, oh yeah, this is not possible. That's not possible. It's hard to do that. because you see it every single day in your parents that it's possible. And guess what? I'm not gonna lie, there's some parents, you know, they try to force their kids to do this and do that and be this and be that, but they themselves have nothing to show for their lives. They try their best, yeah, but it's like you forcing me to do this so I could become a millionaire, but like you weren't able to do it. I haven't seen the fruits of your labor or anything like that, you know, like how can you expect somebody to respect you when you don't have anything to show for what you're saying? You don't have anything, you don't have the proof to back up what you're saying. When I traveled, I saw things that really opened my eyes. I saw people who owned hundreds upon hundreds of acres of land that was passed down to them generationally. And they're just living their lives, living good, eating good. They're not worried about anything, worried about how they're going to pay bills and this and that and whatever the case is. And I'm looking at all of these things and I'm like, wait a minute, what I want from my life is not unobtainable. It's not new under the sun. This lady, she was, I think, 102 years old. She over here talking about building a village for people around her age to go and like be able to support each other. And how she still has a 10-year plan. She's just getting started. 10-year plan. So I said to myself, listen, if this 102-year-old lady still has a 10-year plan, what am I doing acting like? Because I'm nowhere even close to 100 years old. 102. Talking. Eyesight is good. Health is good. Functioning properly and well. Talking about she has a 10-year plan. I said, what? She said, I still got a 10-year plan. I said, wait, what? Not that I don't have a plan, but I need to stick to the plan. Because looking at that lady, I'm pretty sure that's how she got through life. Sticking to the plan. Stick to the plan. and take care of yourself. Nowadays, everybody's getting on social media and acting like they're gurus and acting like they're mentors and life coaches and all this other stuff. And half of them do not know what the hell they talking about. Stick to your own plan. Coach yourself in life. You know what you want for your life? Stop getting on social media and have these weird people making you feel like you gotta hurry up, you have to rush, you have to hurry up and do this, and you gotta do that. And no, stick to your own plan for your own life. Have these people that's making you feel bad about where you are in life, they fronting for social media. They don't have all those cars and all those and this and all these houses and all this money. They don't have it. They're lying. There's one YouTuber I follow. You know, I'm very particular of people that I follow on social media. And he was talking about when he first started doing YouTube. He said there was so many times he wanted to quit. There's so many times he wanted to give up. But the place he's at right now, he's doing so well. He's stuck to the plan. And he's doing so well. And he thinks of all the times that he could have given up, but decided not to. And he realized, like, if I would have given up, I would have never been here today. If I would have given up, I would have never been able to meet this person. Never been able to have this other opportunity. Never been able to reach financial freedom. And be able to do this for my mom and do this for my family and do this for myself. And now I have a job and I get to do something every single day that I absolutely love and enjoy. And who doesn't want that? Isn't that everybody's goal in life, to wake up one day and be like, oh my gosh, and scream to the top of their lungs, I love my job. Thank you for watching. Later, guys.